up. Come on up here.
The journey has just started, man.
The bottom line is you're only as good as your next game.
There's one word, man. That's win. That's the only word.
Whatever it takes to win. That's all we care about.
Appreciate what you got here, guys, because it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
There's a door standing in front of us. We got to knock this over.
Now.
Champions are not drowned in a ring. They're recognized there.
They say football is all about what's under that left nipple. The thumper, baby.
Everybody will win every battle, but you gotta win most of them.
Wrap them up! Wrap them up!
Here comes the blitz. Somebody got killed.
And we have got a football game.
Give more, and good things will happen.
Walking long, throwing team.
Glory, hallelujah, what a catch in the end zone.
That put it right back in this game.
Let's crank it up a couple notches, baby.
Well, let's go win it, come on.
This is it. This is the play. Can they be coming back again?
Showing the power and the speed.
What a tremendous athletic play that time.
And he dives in.
Simply awesome.
Hey, like that play. Oh, my God, what a ball game. Win it! Win it!
That's our motto for this year, baby. Never give up.
No one knows how much this means. Nobody.
I love it. I love it. God, you make me proud. You never quit. You never quit.
The streak is on.
You battle every play. You never get down. You keep fighting. We got it.
Did something that most people never get a chance to do in a lifetime. That's win 2 Super Bowls. Congratulations, everybody in here. Now, off-season starts tomorrow because we're going.
What was supposed to be a run at a three-peat in Denver quickly became a rebuilding year. The Broncos were pushed off their pedestal early. The defending NFC champion Falcons also took it on the chin and saw their most important knees buckle.
When you're the Atlanta Falcons and you face losing Jamal Anderson, hearts just stopped in Georgia.
By week 4, both of last year's Super Bowl teams were winless and without their franchise running backs. A reversal of fortune can occur quickly in the NFL. Dan Reeves and Mike Shanahan were on top of football's mountain a year ago. But when a few key players go down, usually you don't stand a snowball's chance in the NFL.
Testaverde down on the deck, and he is in a lot of pain.
Even before Vinny Testaverde's season-ending injury, Bill Parcells sensed that his Jets might not be as good as they thought they were.
I had a team just like this in 1988, same team. Thought they were good, till the clutch came, couldn't do it. I know it, I can see it, it's a trap, and we're going to lose a couple games early this season. We're going to be in a home, and we're going to be fighting our ass off.
As usual, Parcells knew his team better than anyone else.
The ball is loose. It will be picked up by the Patriots and bubbled back into the end zone and recovered.
The Jets lost 6 of their first 7 games, but Parcells never lost his edge.
This is the last game I'm going to watch this. I am. This is the last game. Because I watched it last week and we didn't get nothing done, and I watched it this week and we ain't getting close yet.
He refused to let the season be washed away. And in November, he found a ray of hope in new starting quarterback, Ray Lucas.
Lucas backpedals, looks to the left, throws it out to the left, wide open. Wayne Trebek to the 20, to the 10, to the 5, touchdown.
The Jets won 7 of their last 9 games and played with the kind of passion Parcells demands.
5, 30, driving inside the 20, to the 10, and down to the 5-yard line. Oh, baby.
But in the ultimate irony, just when the Jets finally figured out how to give their coach everything they had, Parcells realized he had nothing left to give them.
I'm not going to coach any more football games. This is definitely the end of my coaching career. You know, I love football. I really do. I know what you have to give here. You have to have the committed energy to do it. And at this point in time, I just don't feel like I can give it the way that I know has to be given to be successful.
With Randall Cunningham as their starting quarterback, the Vikings lost 4 of their first 6 games.
Uncontested, the Lions score.
For the second year in a row, Minnesota turned to a cast-off quarterback to save its season. Jeff George got them pointed in the right direction, and that direction was downfield. Randy Moss and teammate Chris Carter ooze confidence.
You talking about feeling good?
They tried to have it rub off on Jeff George.
Feel me. Feel me. Huh? You feel me? I know. All right. All right. In line. I'm getting over. Just give me the ball.
Carter and Moss also want the ball, seemingly all the time.
Man, if you hadn't thrown that one, bro, we would have to fight.
You know how I was going. I'm going to stick him inside and go up top.
Yeah.
Throw it all the way to the end zone.
George Paxson throws it deep, and Moss, it is caught for a touchdown. Jeff George with that amazing arm.
Woo! It's time to start playing like a championship football team. Everybody come together today. We're going to put it on the gas. We got to cook with gas these last 6 weeks.
Carter is the Vikings' vocal leader. He's the first to let a teammate know he's not getting the job done.
You got to start making some plays. Don't be out like that. Start to make some plays. Don't be out like that. Make some plays. Playing like doo-doo.
But when someone drops the ball, figuratively or literally, he's there to pick him up.
It's just going to make you stronger. Every good man I know been through something.
No one heard more words of wisdom from Carter than Moss, and evidently Moss was listening. Both men spoke with a brash confidence.
I got one more touchdown in me.
Throw it up above his head. They can't jump with me. Golly.
Then they backed up all their words with actions that would leave you speechless.
I can't believe I caught that ball.
When one of them caught the ball, good things almost always happened. When they both touched it on the same play, opponents had no chance.
Reverse, Moss coming to the right side. He'll pass it. Paxson throws. Down to Carter. Touchdown!
In his 13th season, Carter led the NFC in receptions and teamed with Moss, the conference leader in receiving yards, for 25 touchdowns. By the end of the season, Dennis Green's 2 superstars shared one common goal.
Time to be the best.
We got to get to the bowl. You know that. We got to get to the bowl.
The Super Bowl was probably the furthest thing from Dick Vermeil's mind when he lost his starting quarterback in August.
We've got Trent Green down in the middle of the field.
You get emotional. It hurts. But that's what this business is all about. And we will rally around Kurt Warner, and we'll play good football.
Perhaps no one in football history handled the NFL spotlight better than Kurt Warner.
Have a good one. Just stay within yourself.
Warner fakes to Marshall Faulk, now throws the middle and the end zone, and it is touchdown.
Quarterback doesn't look bad, Jimmy. What? It doesn't look too bad. Quarterback? No, it looks pretty good.
The former Arena League star won the NFL MVP award and joined Dan Marino as the only other quarterback to throw more than 40 touchdown passes in a season. And when he beat the 49ers to improve to 4-0, St. Louis's confidence was soaring. But others weren't convinced these Rams were the real deal.
These dudes are not that good. We play the Niners, the Vikings. These boys look like they're the world champs. Let's go.
Just keep attacking them, Michael.
Offensive coordinator Mike Martz had a bevy of weapons in the Rams' arsenal. But he usually chose the Marshall Plan. Marshall Faulk set a single-season record for yards from scrimmage.
Block for him! Block for him! That's the Warrior, man. That's the Warrior.
Falk was so elusive. Sometimes he didn't even need blocking.
Kurt Warner, handoff, Marshall Faulk gets across the line of scrimmage, and then some more. Breaks a tackle at the 25, to the 20, heading to the outside, to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown, Rams!
We didn't block anybody. That was a hell of a run.
Can you tell me why we paid that guy that much money? That was sweet there.
Hey, defense, now you go dominate. You go dominate. You haven't had a chance to play. Let you go dominate now. Let's just get after their ass.
The Rams wrapped up the division title in just their 12th game, and others finally took notice of how quickly St. Louis had experienced a reversal of fortune.
They got a straight-up track meet going on in St. Louis.
And he is off to the races, and they won't catch him today!
Yes, sir.
Touchdown!
19 different Rams scored this season as the team that began the year with the most losses in the 90s raced to a 13-3 record.
A 101-yard kickoff return. He's still running. Touchdown, Rams!
It's so sweet. It's so sweet.
Tell you've been through it.
Oh, yeah.
For y'all.
Been waiting a long time, baby.
The Rams sprinted to success this season, but their head coach has been running a football marathon. And Dick Vermeil has won this race before. It's been 18 years since his last playoff team, but the wait was well worth it.
You deserve some of these. A lot of them.
And you, my dear.
You do. You like this feeling? Yeah. It's so.
You gotta come.
Winning never gets old, and the Rams' new winning ways conjured up some fond memories.
Dick's a hell of a guy, boy, I'll tell you. Really like him. He's terrific. Really like him.
Well, and he cares about people. I think that's the one thing that I remember most about all the years with him. He not only cared about as a football player, he cared about as a person. And once guys understand that, they'll bust their ass for it.
Yeah.
I think it's time that we get a game ball to the person who's responsible for bringing this coaching staff and the players together. So this game ball for you, Coach Vermeil.
Thank you very much. Thank you. And I appreciate that, guys. I can't tell you how much I appreciate that.
2 decades later, Dick Vermeil again was making a run at a championship.
We're doing this together.
In 1999, the sun finally set on the San Francisco 49ers dynasty.
1, 2, 3, Niners!
The Niners crashed with sudden impact. After Steve Young suffered a season-ending concussion in Week 3, the Niners seemed dazed and confused. The winningest team of the 90s finished with a losing record for the first time in 17 years.
Stenstrom takes. Has some time, pops the middle. It's intercepted by Mike Jones. He's to the 30, along the near sidelines to the 20, to the 15, to the 5. Touchdown!
No team fell harder or faster than the 49ers, and other proven winners found it difficult to keep pace with changing times.
It's amazing all the different people you deal with in this league, isn't it? I mean, that's the biggest part of our job today is getting these people headed in the same direction, taking all these different personalities and all these different backgrounds and heading them in the same direction. What a challenge. What a challenge.
The defending NFC East champs seemed poised to rise above that challenge.
Aikman back, looking right, looking left, throwing to the post, caught by Irvin, touchdown! Irvin did a great job of getting that big body inside the 5-time Pro Bowler.
Dang it, they can't handle you. They can't handle you.
After a 3-0 start, the team that made the most Super Bowl appearances during the decade struggled to reach 500.
Discipline. Dadgummit, discipline.
We look like a Mercedes-Benz and then we look like a 32 Jalopy. There's no in between.
Emmitt Smith wrapped up in the ball, comes free. Picked up by Weary. There goes Fred Weary. Only Aikman to beat. Weary's going to go down the far sideline.
Entering the final week of the regular season, the Cowboys had lost 3 of their last 5, but they managed to secure a playoff berth by beating the Giants.
Aikman back, throws a slant. Tucker up to the 20 and running away. 90 yards!
Still, this aging team lacked the old Cowboy magic, and after first-round elimination in the playoffs, Chan Gailey was fired. Jimmy Johnson, who coached Dallas to 2 Super Bowl victories, never came close to duplicating that in Miami. In 1999, quarterback Dan Marino was also a symbol of faded glory. In Marino's 11 games as a starter, the Dolphins were 5-6, but those who thought Dan was done were given a rude awakening by this proud old pro.
The Colts are going to beat the Dolphins. Today, Marino's a has-been. Has-been.
Check it out. Somebody's got to come up with a play, a big play.
104 left in the game here at the RCA Dome, and what a game this has been. Here's Marino.
Corner blitz.
Blitz is coming. Dan lobs one for Gadsden. He's open. He makes the catch at the 15. He's at the 10. Down to the 3-yard line.
Hey, somebody's going to be a hero.
With a shotgun, they're coming with a blitz at him. Dan looks, throws into the end zone, and is caught. A touchdown.
All right.
Touchdown, Miami.
Yes, sirree. Marino is jubilant. This crowd here in Indianapolis is in absolute shock.
Dan Marino, one hell of a job.
At 8-8, Miami staggered into the playoffs and fell behind early in the Kingdom. But then Marino turned back the clock one more time, perhaps for the final time.
Marino's back. He throws. It's complete. Touchdown, Miami.
That was a seeing eye laser of a throw by Marino.
While the pages of Marino's legend were yellowing at the edges, a second-year signal caller was enjoying a storybook season. The Colts' Peyton Manning was the AFC's top-rated quarterback. He was the cornerstone of pro football's most productive offensive trio, which also consisted of wide receiver Marvin Harrison, number 88, and Rookie of the Year running back Edgerrin James, number 32. After 11 straight wins, it was obvious that an incredible season wasn't going to topple like a house of cards.
I'm very impressed with what a great football player this guy is, and get that on TV.
One of the youngest squads in the NFL, the Colts were also one of the scrappiest. Their determination enabled them to earn 6 fourth-quarter comeback victories and become the AFC's highest-scoring team.
At the 5, spins to the 2, to the 1, touchdown! Oh, what a play by Terrence Wilkins! Turns it upfield, got to the pylon, touchdown! Kenny Dilger got it in there.
This is the NFL. It's a dogfight every week. But we're winning the dogfights. We're winning the dogfights.
A rematch against Miami gave Jim Mora's team a chance to be top dog.
Get outside right, turns the corner at the 40, looks for a block, down to the 35, down to the 30, down to the 25, brings it back into the 20, down to the 15, down to the 10, down to the 5, touchdown! Edgerrin James!
After their 14-point lead evaporated, the Colts faced a test of their newfound maturity.
And Manning back to pass, looking, throws underneath, and this one's intercepted. Sam Madison, he's at the 10, it's a touchdown, Miami!
Right, Billy Bob!
Hey, they can't stop us. They had stopped us in 2 games, all right? We're stopping ourselves, all right? All 60 minutes, let's go.
With 32 seconds remaining, Manning keyed a game-winning drive, and this young gunslinger got the drop on an old one.
All right, Vanderjagt will try, 52 yards. This is a pretty tough kick here, folks. Steve Walsh waiting for the snap. It's there, it's down. Vanderjagt's kick is on the way. It's on target. It is good! The Colts win! Wow! Wow!
2 weeks later, the Colts clinched the AFC East title.
East to the East, AFC champions, baby. Today we get crowned, baby. Crowned today, baby.
Manning drops straight back to throw. Pump fake looks, fires it down the sideline. It's headed for Edgerrin. He's got it! What a catch! Touchdown! Fakes, toss in the end zone.
from 3-13 to 13-3, the Colts accomplished the most dramatic and most unexpected single-season turnaround in NFL history.
Fabulous. We overcame some adversity there in the first half. I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to cry.
After missing the playoffs for 6 straight years, the Washington Redskins were a team in search of an identity as the season began. New owner Daniel Snyder and coach Norv Turner had one mission: to restore the pride of Redskin football.
It's the place to be, guys. Washington's the place to be.
Quarterback Brad Johnson passed for more than 4,000 yards as the Redskins rolled up the 3rd highest point total in franchise history.
He's got Carlo wide open. Caught at the 20. Breaks the tackle. 5. Touchdown, Washington Redskins. 62 yards in one play.
An unheralded running back, Stephen Davis, number 48, burst from the pack to lead the league with 17 rushing touchdowns. But this Redskin team and its rookie owner would learn that nothing comes easily on the road to the Super Bowl.
Back with time. Deep. He's got Rocket alone. Rocket caught it at the 40. Rocket to the 10. Rocket touchdown.
An overtime loss to Dallas in week 1. Then 3 losses in 4 weeks at midseason threatened to knock the Redskins from the playoff chase again. But the team fought back, and with a late-season push, the Redskins proved the race doesn't always go to the swift, but to the team that's simply most willing to go the distance.
Stepping to the 50. Darrell Green is with him. They're going to chase him. Darrell Green's going to get away on the ground. Wilkinson scores a touchdown.
The Redskins took their quest for a division title to San Francisco, where they had not won a game in 24 years. But on this night, a new era was born, and the doubts that surrounded the Redskins for much of the season seemed like just a distant memory.
Johnson play action fake again, throws the out near side 30, nobody there. Centers 10, 5, touchdown, Washington Redskins. Redskins win 26-20 and clinch the NFC East.
We won the division, but this ball belongs to only one person. This ball, the game ball, belongs to Norv Turner.
In Buffalo, Coach Wade Phillips had the Bills dancing to a rocking beat.
Let's go, Buffalo. There we go.
The AFC's #1 defense rocked the opposition.
The onside kick coming up.
And when a big play was called for, the special teams rocked some more.
5, and Henry Jones goes into the end zone for the touchdown.
Doug Flutie again provided a spark on offense.
Green 55. Green 55.
The smallest quarterback in the league kept finding new ways to come up big each Sunday.
Antoine Smith gets a break. A block by Flutie. Unbelievable block by Flutie. Flutie put a tremendous block in to spring him loose. Who threw that block?
Flutie led with an unscripted daring that often confounded his own coach.
Throw it, Doug. Throw it. Throw it. Come on. Come on. Get a block. Get a block. Get a block. Get a block. Come on, Jackie. Come on, Larry Bird.
Flutie won 10 games, but it wasn't enough to keep his job as Phillips changed quarterbacks on the eve of the playoffs.
This week, as far as quarterbacks concerned, I'm starting Rob Johnson, and he's going to play this week for us with Doug being the second quarterback.
With Flutie watching and Johnson playing, Buffalo fell in the first round. For the Bills and Wade Phillips, a season of high hopes ended in complete frustration. It took a while for Tampa Bay to find that winning chemistry. A mistake-prone offense put the Buccaneer defense to the test each week.
Let's go, Hardware. Let's see what we're made of. Let's go. See what we're made of. Go, baby, let's go! Let's go,
Dropping into his own end zone. Pull back. Under pressure. Under pressure. He will be sacked for a safety. Quarterback dropping, gets the pass away. And takes it for second. And that's up to it with 17 seconds left.
Have you figured it out? Their offense can't do jack against our defense. They can't do jack.
Need a turnover, man.
Let's not talk about turnovers.
We got to have a turnover, man.
Every time you do that, we don't get one.
Huh? All right, man, 3 and out.
There you go.
3 and out turnovers. Something. We behind, fourth quarter.
The defense forced 19 turnovers in a 6-game winning streak that put the Bucs back on the road to the Super Bowl. Warren Sapp's ferocious pass rush made him the NFL's Defensive Player of the Year.
Dangerous, the world's most dangerous.
On offense, fullback Mike Allstott dealt out the punishment.
Mike Allstott shows you how football's played. Saying, I'm coming at you, big fella. Here I come. You try to stop the A-train. Mike Allstott, he's a man.
Allstott was the man, but it was a king, Sean King, who lifted the team when he took over at quarterback in Week 9.
Won as many games as any Buccaneer team in history, but we got some unfinished business. We got to win one more, win a division championship, and get a first-round bye.
Hey, let's play like champions. Let's go win a championship right now.
In the season's final week, the Bucs ripped through Chicago like a fierce December wind. The team that was denied a division title for 19 straight years wasn't about to be denied again.
Buccaneers have won the NFC Central Championship. Great coaching and great desire by this football team that began the season 3-4, and we have just ripped off 8 wins out of our last 9.
11 wins, most in the franchise history. Showed a lot of character. Hey, couldn't be prouder of a group of guys. Now, we got to look at this as just the beginning, right? We got 2 weeks to rest up for somebody, and then they got to come to Raymond James.
In Week 9, stadiums around the NFL paused to mourn the passing of one of the greatest football players of all time, Walter Payton. At a memorial service, his brother Eddie offered these final words.
For all the young sweetnesses out there, if Walter was here, there's some things I think he'd want you to remember. Play the game. Every play in the game like it's the last play that you'll ever play. Try to do it better than anyone else has ever done it, and Walter will be proud of you.
Walter Payton may be gone in body, but his spirit still lives each and every Sunday.
One stiff arm away, inside the 20, inside the 10, inside the 5, he scores!
Hand the ball to Linton up the middle, breaks the tackle at the goal line, he drives to the goal line, he is pushed back out of the end zone, he's still going, throws the ball across the goal line, and he scores!
Any player who fights for an extra yard or refuses to give up on a play does so with a touch of sweetness in his heart and keeps his memory alive.
Whitley still on his feet, Whitley 5, Whitley won't go down, Whitley dives to the corner, touchdown!
Does not give up.
Touchdown! He stays on his feet, he goes into the end zone, oh my!
Payton's passion for the game is carried on by players like Brett Favre, who broke his thumb in preseason, yet still willed the Packers to several last-second wins.
22 seconds remaining. Brett Favre needs to get a first down here. 4th down. Favre takes, pops once, looks the middle, throws the end zone.
Touchdown! Touchdown, Packers! He's got him!
No one does it better than Brett Favre.
I'm so drained right now.
1999 was an emotional year for Brett Favre, a season in which he and the Packers walked football's fine line. There were miraculous comebacks.
Sorry, fellas.
But over the course of a long season, the Packers ran out of miracles and finally out of time.
It's all on the line right here. Beuerlein takes the snap. He's going to run it himself. 2-1. Yeah! Touchdown! Beuerlein wins it!
In 1999, passion for the game of football was not limited solely to players. In Cleveland, an entire city embraced the return of their beloved Browns. At first, the new Browns would get rocked before winning their first game in memorable fashion.
Sideline to the right. Looking for Kevin Johnson. Ball is tipped. Johnson got it! He's done it! The Browns have won their first game! Unbelievable!
The Browns were back, but another team in the AFC Central was finally home with a new stadium, new colors, and a new identity.
Welcome, everyone, to Adelphia Coliseum here in Nashville, Tennessee for the first ever game of the Tennessee Titans.
Let's welcome everybody to the new stadium and the new Titans, baby. This is our house, baby. Big plays on 3. 1, 2, 3. Big plays!
Drop, steps up in the pocket, fires deep downfield, caught by Dyson, touchdown!
This is one we're gonna reach back on now. We're gonna refer to this one. This was a big one. Okay, this is your first victory here. Okay, right now you're undefeated at home. We got to keep that stuff going.
But the Jacksonville Jaguars also had their sights set on the division title.
There's a feeling inside of you. Champions don't hesitate. Champions don't hesitate. They go.
And the ball's on the turf, and the Jaguars have got it. 15 high step 5, touchdown.
We found a way to win, man. That's the key. We found a way to win. Warrior mentality now. Great job with the warrior mentality every week, man. Every week.
In week 3, the Titans and Jaguars went head-to-head for the first time. The game would go down to the final play.
Throws a fade pattern. Intercepted. Samori roll. Samori roll.
Hey, I said before the game, there's something special in here, and you're starting to feel it.
The Titans were 8-8 each of their last 3 seasons, but with their new home came a new direction and an offense that got stronger as the season went along. Each week, the Titans seemed to find new ways of getting the job done. The Jaguars relied on running backs Fred Taylor and James Stewart. And in Jimmy Smith, they had the league's leading receiver. But the strength of both teams lay on defense.
Check your humanity at the door.
That's right.
Let's get after some.
Need a wife and kids at home. Let's go, baby.
You got it.
The Jacksonville defense gave up the fewest points in the NFL. The relentless Tennessee defense held its opponents under 20 points in 11 different games. Together, the Titans and Jaguars marched step for step and blow for blow towards the playoffs.
He's looking left, turns and fires. He's got Jimmy Smith. Smith makes the grab on the run down the sideline. Lunges, touchdown, Jacksonville. Touchdown! Titans leaps up into the air and goes in for the touchdown.
Wow! McNair with an old single wing play.
Touchdown, Titans!
In Week 16, the two teams met for the second time.
Respect. Let's lay it down.
Play action rolls to his right. Steps up, throws deep downfield. There's Bird. The ball's there. 25, 20. Gets away. 15, 10. Touchdown, Titans.
right here. This is the team. If you believe, we'll always believe.
Right.
Let's go. Get it up. Get it up.
The Titans defeated the Jaguars in a blowout, going undefeated at Adelphia Stadium and proving that there truly is no place like home.
This is our house. Don't nobody come into our house and push us around.
Heading into the final week of the season, Tennessee was one game behind Jacksonville.
And what you did today, you just got some people's attention. Now, we're not finished. Let's go home, and if we can do anything, let's help Cincinnati with their game plan next week.
But in the final week of the season, the Jaguars defeated the Bengals to become the NFL's only repeat division champion in 1999 and clinch home field throughout the playoffs.
14-2. Central champions 2 years in a row. And the AFC #1 seed. The road to Atlanta goes through Jacksonville.
Do the Titans have a miracle left in them in what has been a magical season to this point? If they do, they need it now.
Sometimes the championship chase comes down to just one play.
Going to be fielded by Lorenzo Neal at the 25. Pitches it back to Wycheck. He throws it across the field to Dyson. He's got something.
Down the sideline. Only Crispy down there.
He's got something. 50. He's got it. He's got it. 20. 10. He's got it.
End zone. Touchdown Titans. There are no flags on the field. It's a miracle. Tennessee has pulled a miracle. A miracle for the Titans.
That was sweet now. That was the dangest thing I ever saw. We said if we could get this one, just get this one, then all kinds of fun's ahead.
You ought to be coming right off his ass, bringing smoke, killing that guy.
Keep going. Do what you gotta do. Keep going.
9-6, the Colts in front, early third period. George, touch back up the middle, 35, has room, 40. He's out of here. 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Eddie George just broke this game wide open.
We'll take it next week. Go hard. We'll take it next week. Go hard, baby. Can't be hard.
All season, the heart of the Buccaneers was the rugged defense that carried them to the playoffs. But against Washington, Mike Allstott provided some muscle of his own.
Off Allstott, running right. Allstott shakes a tackle, shakes and makes a tackle, keeps his balance, goes back to the left. Allstott 2-1. Touchdown Tampa Bay. Oh, what a run by the A-Train.
Hey, don't be afraid of success. That's it, Sherry. Right here.
Sean King picks away, tied it in motion. Dave Moore, left side. Hand play action by King, throws toward the end zone. Touchdown Tampa Bay!
Brad Johnson to hold. This is for a trip to the championship game.
14-13 Bucks.
Bad snap. Bad snap. Low snap. Brad Johnson picks it up. He's waiting. He's looking. He's running.
He will be sacked. Incomplete. We take over. We take over. Do you believe in miracles, Tampa Bay? Not kidding.
For the top two seeds, it was time to show their true colors.
Warner back to throw. Looks over the middle. Throws deep.
And to draw again. Taylor going outside. He's at the 10. Breaks a tackle. Looking for room inside. 15 outside. There he goes. Keep the foot race. Taylor's gone. He's 90 yards.
He's at the 40, 35, 30. Comes right, 25, 20, 15. Cutting right again to the 10. Heading to the outside. 5. End zone. Touchdown.
everybody what I just saw. Holy smokes!
Another touchdown for the St. Louis Rams.
Woohoo! This is a bad joke.
And he's in for still another Jacksonville touchdown.
Everybody scores in this offense. Defensive end, defense, tackle, running backs, tight ends. Yeah!
This Dolphin team quit. That effort, despicable.
The Jags view themselves on the brink of their 5-year Super Bowl destiny. The Titans view themselves as a team of destiny. One of these teams will be on their way to Super Bowl 34.
No matter what happens in the course of this game, believe it's our time. It's our time. Today, we become NFC champions of the world.
Today, the St. Louis Rams play host to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
You guys deserve to be here. You played with some pride and some confidence today, man. We're going to go to the Super Bowl.
The winner will be the NFC champion in Atlanta.
He's at the 30, breaks it, tackle 25. Brunell with the shotgun snap, steps up into the pocket, turns, throws, fires, caught, touchdown, Jacksonville.
Brady. McNair's going to throw in the flat man wide open. It's Nick Pitt at the 5, drags into the end zone, touchdown.
Brunell will give the ball to James Stewart. There he goes. He's up the middle. There he goes at the 25. He's at the 20, coming near side. 15, 10. James Stewart 5, powering into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Barlow dropped it.
Rolling free. I think the Titans have the ball. The Titans have the ball. 30 minutes to go in the AFC Championship game in Jacksonville.
It's time for Jacksonville to take control of this game.
Everybody to the ball. Everybody's got to get to the ball here.
Play action by Warner. Dumps the ball. Picked off. Intercepted to the 20-yard line.
Steps back under some pressure. Down he goes. Fumbled football. Ball is loose.
Oh, he fumbled the football.
Fumble. Mark, I think, came up with it at the 6-yard line.
Boy, that football slippery out there.
Yeah, that snap, I don't think Kareem Abdul-Jabbar had a pop at that one.
Just keep plugging. It's our kind of game right now, right? It's our kind of game.
Keep the pressure on. You're going to make a mistake. You're going to win this football game.
And our score, the Rams 5, the Bucks 3. It is a Tampa Bay type game so far.
Defensive battle. You got a defensive battle. Look at their faces, man. Go get them.
Steve McNair with just a brilliant run.
Short toe and all, McNair just ran through this defense.
Brunell drops. He's in trouble. He's sacked. Safety. A big 2 for the Big Blue. Mason back to the 20, 25, cuts up field 30, on his feet 35, 40, 45, 50, 45, 40, he's out here. 30, touchdown, Titans, 80 yards, Derek Mason.
Come on, man. Woo! It's ours, baby. It is our destiny.
Tampa Bay Buccaneer defense has played so well today. Can the Bucks win 6-5? That's the score right now.
It's a big series, fellas. Let's go. Let's have some fun. Hey, give me a check here.
We got it. Rams have the football. Slot formation to the right side. Backs are split behind Kurt Warner. Takes, back to throw, under some pressure. Rainbows the far sideline, and this touchdown Rams! Yes! Ricky Crow! Yes. Ricky Crow, no touchdown catches all year, and he makes this touchdown catch to put the Rams in the lead in this NFC Championship game.
We go hard! We go hard! You know the truth! We go hard!
Tennessee is going to the Super Bowl.
Woo! This is what it's all about, baby!
All aboard St. Louis. This train is bound for Atlanta.
On the road to the Super Bowl, only 2 teams remain. Now they compete for a prize only one can win.